Welcome to my life on paper. I am Brianna. Welcome to May I Scraplift You with pineapple papers, and that is Crystal. And I am scrap lifting one Scrappy Mom 71, who is Shannon Blinn, and that is her handle on Instagram. So I found this cute layout that she did with her cute little puppy, and it's got a lot of cute pieces. So I pulled out this piece of paper that's not a circle, but it is something I found at a garage sale. Does anybody else do that? It's so fun. I don't pick up everything. I'm very selective, but this was fun. And I thought it went really well with the pickle in the Bloody Mary. So that's why I picked this piece of paper. But I trimmed it in half, like the circle in the layout that I'm lifting is. And I start with that as my base. And then I go to my 6x8 paper pad of, it's got birthday papers in there as well as tags and titles and those kind of things, and I go through there. So this, you'll notice, is not my normal place to be scrapbooking. I was able to do a video while I was on vacation, and that's why you haven't seen me or heard from me in a little bit. I will get back to regularly scrapbooking and posting videos again. But while my husband took a work meeting, I was able to do a video. So super excited that I can even enjoy my craft on vacation. I picked out several pieces of paper, not sure which ones I wanted to use. So here I am just trying to figure out and kind of narrow it down to, and I did, to these two pieces of paper. That one green was just too close to the background. And I do trim this floral down as a thicker piece. And then the stripes, I wanted to go the other direction. So I went the long direction on the florals, which gave me some more options because I could overlap and had more to work with as far as trimming and then where to overlap. The stripes, because I'm going the other direction, the 6-inch direction, so that they would go up and down, they were going to meet up exactly, which worked out really good because you can't tell. I mean, maybe if you looked at it, you could tell, but it looks darn good matched up that way with those stripes. Oh, these little baubles, I went on Facebook Marketplace and found a really cool, it's a plastic shelving unit that holds 6 iris containers, and that's what I was super excited about. The price was perfect. They weren't asking enough, honestly, and it was filled with scrapbook stuff. So I picked out some of the scrapbook stuff that I wanted, and this was one of them. Now, I wouldn't usually put something this thick in my album, but since I had it already, I decided it was okay once in a while. These buttons are light blue buttons from Close to My Heart. They are over 15 years old. So I get those out, and then I go through all of my color type items, trying to match things to the background. Here's from my orange container. So I have some brads. There's a flower button. What else am I getting in there? I think there's a square brad in there, a couple square brads. And I'm just picking out probably more than what I really need for my layout, but I like to have options, knowing that I can put back what I don't use. For me, it's easier this way. Here's my green things that I'm going to pull out. There's some hearts that are kind of like button things. I got those little bags from Amazon. They're like jewelry bags, and I'm able to separate out all my little pieces and then put them in my color boxes. So those come in super handy. And so next, I am going to get these pieces situated to where I want them, and then I think I go for my photo to make sure the photo is going to lay where I want to. That happy day, I thought it matched really well. It would have been a cute page to go on, but it gets put aside and it does not make it onto the layout. Here comes the photo. There's Eliza. This is the last of the Eliza's 21st birthday weekend photo or layouts. So that's exciting. This was last August. So I go through the tags and the kind of the titly bits, and I cut out a couple of different ones from the sheet. This one says cheers. And I lay that down next to the left side of the layout. Sometimes I like trimming them out. Sometimes I use my scissors. Since finding my Tim Holtz scissors, I don't mind using like fussy cutting or trimming with my scissors, but if I want to make sure that's a nice straight cut, I will get out my trimmer because I do like that Fisker trimmers. It's got that wire that goes down the middle. So like if you're cutting, say like if you're cutting a cut apart, you can see right where the blade is going to go. It's especially helpful to me when I'm cutting photos. I want to know where, I don't want to guess. I want to know that I'm not cutting somebody's eyeball off or something like that. So I get those laid down, and then I do also trim out this Celebrate tag, and Shannon has that, it looks like some writing in the right lower corner there with a button. So I put the Celebrate there, and then I take one of those baubles, and it's going to go in the place of where her button is, and I like that. These are some brads that I have. They are birthday brads. So I wanted to, and the color matches so good with this, with everything that's going on here. So I grabbed some of those out. I also grabbed out my 49 and Market Spectrum Sherbet things. Now I have to tell you, every time I go into them, I want to use them. I don't want to hoard them. So I'm happy to be using them on this layout, and it's good colors to go on here. But every time I use them, I'm separating them out, putting them back into one container and separating them out. This time I finally got them all into their own little bags. Super happy. That will save me so much time. So if I just start gluing the base down, just getting stuff a little bit where I want it, knowing that there's going to be a lot more that goes onto this layout. But knowing that I have these papers where I want them, I want to make sure I start to get things down, not that they start shifting. So I make sure that this striped paper is straight, or as straight as it can be. And then you'll see how nicely it lines up there. This second piece, I had this great idea. I start getting it laid down, and I think, what happens if I fussy cut like one side of the floral? Because it's kind of obvious and not really obvious that you're overlapping these. But I thought, what if you just take some of this floral, fussy cut it, and then it overlaps, and it might look more like it belongs there, like you weren't trying to like cover it up. You just, if that makes sense. And oh my goodness, it looks so good there. There's like another burgundy underneath it. It looks like it's all the same flower. It's crazy. I would totally do this again. I don't know how well it works for other things, but for florals, it's amazing. So try it. Maybe I saw somebody else do it. I don't know, but it just all of a sudden came to me as I'm putting things together, and I'm so happy. Now, looking at it right now, you can barely tell that it doesn't match up, which I guess is the goal. But if you would want it to look like it's supposed to be like overlapped or something, you could pop that up with some dimensional foam tape or something like that. But so then, yep, I know I want that Celebrate there, so I get all that stuck down. And those baubles are adhesive and they stick, so that's good. Get the picture tucked down, and I did not bring my big ATG gun. I just brought my little adhesive, so that was easier for traveling. I kind of have my own now traveling kit, but I had to bring my scissors with me. We did check a baggage. It would be much more difficult if we didn't get to check baggage. And the heaviest thing, we were worried it was going to tip the scales of at the baggage claim, or at the airport, was the base of my recording lamp in my setup. That sucker really holds everything in place. It's heavy, but we made the limit for the suitcase with room to spare. So it was a good day. Here I'm cutting out the tag. I'm going to get that glued down, and eventually I will put a brad into that tag hole there. And I'm just getting out the nice bits. I'm staying away from yellow. There's really no yellow on this layout, so I did make sure to stay away from the yellow, but there's some chipboard. I've got some tickets. This piece says, "My heart is so happy." It does not stay there, but it moves around. And I just want to disperse the colors throughout, making sure that I have a little bit of everything that's there on that page and in all the corners. Which is so easy to do with the Spectrum Sherbet by 49 and Market. Here's a couple circles, and I know she's got all those buttons all over the place, so I know I had lots of room for all kinds of circles. And there is where nope, I'm getting it stuck down better. And I didn't bring my pokey tool, so I was using my scissors to poke anything for brads down, so which does work super well in a pinch. So this little piece does say, "My heart is so happy." And then next to that, I do place a brad. It's from that birthday pack of brads, and it's some gears, but it matches that green so nicely. I'm looking for it right now. Where the heck did it go? I think it was camouflaged right on the paper, honestly. So I get out my scissors and make a hole in the paper and put the gear, and then you can see everything shifting. That's okay. The important things were glued down. So I do get that brad there, and then I find another piece to go to the right of the brad. Eventually. Oh, there it is. And it says "good time." Oh, no. There. Nope, not that color either. There. And that says "good times." So I glued that down. And then just looking for other things that might go on there. Now, check out below. There's a playlist for May I Scraplift You. And you will see everybody that's playing along and all the videos they've posted. I've been having such a good time, and I might sound like a broken record every time, but I love my sketches. I really do. And next month I'll be participating, and I don't know if it'll be every day. I'd love to do every day of Christy's Beautiful Life and her 30 Days of Sketches. I just have so much fun doing that. But with these scrap lifts, oh my gosh, like, you could see she used buttons. I'm going to try to use buttons, but there's just so many things you can learn from seeing how someone puts their layout completely together. I just love it. I will also have Shannon's information linked below so that you can check her out on Instagram as well. I think I'm pretty positive she's on YouTube as well. So then I decided I'm going to put those 2 film strips underneath those pieces, so I kind of get them offset so that they look good together there. And then I know I can glue my pieces down after I get those film strips all set up. I apologize, this is a longer video than I usually do. I think it's just because of all of the pieces and all the options that that you have. So it just took a long time to not only get all the pieces out, but then rearrange them, making sure I knew where I wanted them to go. That green piece says "right here," and the blue piece I am gluing down says "all good vibes." I do find several tickets to layer right there. Tickets are good on any layout, but when you're going out for your 25th birthday, it sounds like a good ticket reason, right? I just got a new scrapbook order today. I'm so excited. It was a new place that I ordered from. It's Only One Life Creations. I will have them linked below. I did a pre-order and I got the 49 and Market Spectrum Gardenia, and oh my gosh, if you haven't seen this, go look it up. The colors are amazing. So this 49 and Market Spectrum Sherbet is more pastels, where these are more vibrant, but the same kind of color range. Like, they've got a whole bunch of different colors, just more vibrant colors. I'm so excited to be able to use them and not hoard them. Of course, why would you hoard them when they're so beautiful like that? I know we all have that problem. The orange circle I've got down there, it says "joy," and the piece that I am gluing on right now says "shine bright." And I get the pink bauble on there with it's got a birthday cupcake. So that goes there along with the green heart. And then I'm also going to get that blue brad. And you're going to see me struggle with the blue brad in that um, I don't know it's nothing new, but I've had it in my stash for a while. But I don't know if it's because of the glitter that the tines kind of stick together. So I end up having to kind of just bend it over and they don't splay, like they don't go either way. They're stuck together, so they have to just bend one direction. Here's like, I'm just trying, like, can we get it apart? No, you can't get it apart. Get over it and just bend it in the back so that it stays there. There, I even used my scissors to give me some force so that it's bends over together there. So, and it works, and it's not going anywhere, so it's all good. What else? So then the cluster up there, this is where I think I go a little bit overboard. I do like more of a simpler layout, but she had all those nice little pieces there, and I love the way her layout turned out. So there's that hat, Brad, and then I did put the orange in the tag hole. Here I get some stamps in the left lower corner of the photo, and then I think all the rest of it is getting more pieces done on the right side of the tag there, well, and above the tag. I get the different buttons and baubles and everything just to kind of make a random collection going around that tag there. But it might be, I don't know what I would have done differently. Maybe stuck to more smaller pieces. Because you've got the flowers up in that right corner of the paper. So maybe that's just between that and then all the pieces I put on, a little overwhelming to my eye. I'm still happy with the way it turned out though, but it's a little bit more crazy than my normal layout. You'll have to let me know down below in the comments of what you think. A little overdone, or what would you have done differently? Oh, there's my hole for my other sparkly brad that's also going to get just bent over because the stuck together. There's an orange piece there that says sweet. And there I got the button down, a couple buttons down. Oh, still moving stuff around. There's an orange paper clip that's going to end up going in there as well. And the ATG does a good job of gluing it all down. I did also bring my liquid glue, but since we were checking luggage, I knew I could bring that. I don't know that I used it all on this layout though. Still trying to fit more stuff over there. I will get a couple more pieces over there. Oh, here. See, even though I have all these pieces out, got to dig in for more. But that swirl, this is another thing I've had forever. The swirly paper clip. That looks good there too. I know there's a missing spot there. And I do get an orange piece down above Celebrate, and I figure I will write the date on that little kind of label above Celebrate. Trying out tickets. So we went to New Mexico to see a friend, and we saw a concert, and we saw The Cure. It was a fabulous concert. Beautiful venue out in Albuquerque. The weather was beautiful. Being from Wisconsin, everybody warned me how cold it would be. Actually, they say it gets really warm during the day and then cold at night. But it actually, while we were out there, did not get that warm during the day. And then even though it cooled off at night, we're from Wisconsin, so it felt nice to us. It was a beautiful mini vacation. I do get a green tag up there. We go up in that cluster like that. And then finally figured out, oh, pink. It needs a little bit of pink. And that might be it. let's see. Oh, live, love, laugh. And I used a branding strip that I cut down and put below there. So that's how it turns out. Guys, thank you so much for following me till the end. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to see more of my videos. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I will see you again soon for another video.